live league brought to you exclusively on Sporty Stuff TV. Well, this is day 5 of the league, and we're just about to start the conclusion of Group B. However, if you're joining us for the first time, lots of darts have happened already this week, starting with Group A, which started on Monday morning, way back when at 9:30 a.m. and it was a fairly dominant performance from the 3-time major winner Robert Thornton, who ran out the league winner and automatically took his place in Saturday night's final. Matthew Dennant and Robert Owen finished in 2nd and 3rd spot, which meant they went into last night's Group B, which we'll talk a little bit more about in a moment. And players 4, 5 and 6, and the one surprise in there for everybody was James Richardson had to come back and play in Group C, which started on Thursday morning. Well, that was eventually dominated by Stephen Burton and Nick Forwell with some incredible darts. The final match yesterday finished with Nick Forwell going 4 out of 4 on the doubles. Well, that match was played again first thing this morning. Nick Forwell against Richard North, and guess what? Nick Forwell did it again, 4 out of 4 on the doubles, and he finished strongly, beating Stephen Burton in the final match of the day with an average of 105.47. We also had the highest finish of the week so far from Sean Fisher against Anastasia Dobromoslova, a 160 from Fisher in a match where he also went 4 out of 4 on the doubles, and they were all on double top. Last night, seen the start of Group B, which we're going to see the conclusion of this evening. And Robert Owen, an immaculate performance over the evening. 4 out of 4, +8 on the leg difference, and 8 points and +10 on the leg difference. Matt Dennan, a close second. He won 3 out of his 4 matches. Rob Collins won 2 from 4. Jamie Kelling just the 1. And Deta Hedman, despite losing 2 matches 4-2 and the other 2 matches 4-3, narrowly missed out on picking up a point last night. Again, some strong darts. Here's the fixtures for this evening. Jamie Kelling against Robert Owen is our first match of the night. Rob Collins, Matty Dennant, Robert Owen, Deta Hedman, Matthew Dennant, Jamie Kelling, Deta Hedman, Rob Collins, Robert Owen, Matthew Dennant, Deta Hedman, Jamie Kelling, Rob Collins, Robert Owen, Matthew Dennant, Deta Hedman, and Jamie Kelling and Rob Collins. Now remember, the top 3 from this 5 will progress in tomorrow night's final, where already we know Robert Thornton, Nick Forwell and Stephen Burton away. Well, let's get on with it. Our first match is this young man here, Jamie Kelling, up against Robert Owen. From Bridgend, 36, uses a 23-gram Bulls dart. Remember, a few years ago, had an incredible run to the semi-finals of the UK Open. This is Jamie Kelling, 31, from Andover. You may remember, well, you really staunch dart fans remember, he was the first winner of Unicorn's Generation 180. The tie between these two last night saw Robert Owen run out a 4-1 winner. That's reflected in the price. 8-15, Robert Owen to win this one. 11-8, Jamie Kelling, which is, well, just about right. Yesterday was their first meeting in the live league. You are joining us for the first time. Sit back and enjoy if you're just home from darts yourself down the pub. Or just been out enjoying a few pints. Sit back and enjoy. If you are having a bet on the action, please gamble responsibly. As the saying goes, when the fun stops, stop. Matt Dennant's only defeat last night was to Robert Owen. Matthew Dennant, who is sat in 2nd spot on the table. He'd be keen to try and put that right. Incredibly, the bookies went 4-5 about Robin Owen in that match, and Robert Owen beat him on each of the 3 occasions they met over Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, and then prior to that they'd met on a challenge tour, which Robert Owen was a big winner in. Have they made the same mistake again this evening? Well, they go 4-5 Robert Owen, 10-11 Matthew Dennant. Can he make it 5 out of 5? But a strong start from Jamie Kelling in the leg, but Robert Owen finding his first max and the first max of the evening. Has put a dent in the leg, wants 59, 19 for tops for a 14 dart break of throw. And what a start, what a 5 darts that was from Robert Owen. He was a mile back in the leg, 180 followed by 59 in 2. 5 perfect darts from Robert Owen, 1-0. So I must mention during that Group A, Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, a new record of 180s in the Group A was set by the winner of Group A, Robert Thornton. Hit 34 in his 15 matches. Absolutely incredible. Nicknamed Stack Attack because his darts sit below horizontal to the ground, so he tends to work from below the target, where the more traditional angle of entry, as we can see from Jamie Kelling, but they actually don't do them justice how Taylor-esque they are in the way they sit in the board. And tops for a 15 dart holder throw and a 2-0 lead in double quick time. He'll be back. There's been some wonderful performances over the week. Our highest average came from James Richardson so far at 107.36 against Anastasia. Yesterday morning, another immaculate performance. This isn't bad either, is it, from Robert Owen? A very comfortable holder throw, and he finds himself 2-0 up. All the matches tonight and tomorrow night, best of 7 as always, first to 4. A 14 darter in leg 1, and that was a 17 darter in leg 2 from Robert, and only a 60 start from Jamie Kelling. That should be punished. All the players, of course, desperate to qualify for the final, so they have an opportunity of qualifying for Champions Week. The top 3 from tomorrow night's final, the winner, the runner-up, and the winner of the 3rd and 4th place playoff will take their spot in that Champions Week, where the winner will walk away with £7,000. A lot of money for these amateur players. I mean that in terms of it's not their full-time jobs. Not by the way they play the game. And of course, Robert Owen spent the best part of 6 years on the main tour. Made the semi-final of a major. You don't do that by accident. Misses the double 12 for the 101 out. It's a 66 for the double breaker throw for Robert Owen. Treble 10 for double 18. So he's going to get one dart at tops. Can he find it? So Jamie Kelling is going to come back. 3 darts in hand for double 6 to get his first chalk on the board. And he finds the double 6 with his first dart. And it is a holder throw. Robert Owen, of course, still has that break of throw in the locker. Leg 4. And Robert Owen has the darts. 95.5, the average for Robert Owen. 88 for Jamie Kelling. If you are an amateur player and you fancy your chances in the live league, as we see a first 180 of the match for Jamie Kelling, go on to the Mad Darts Facebook page or website. There's details there of how you can enter a qualifier and take your place on the live league. Hello, back-to-back 180s for Jamie Kelling. Well, what a way to get himself back in the match. The 9-darter is on. Treble 20, treble 19, double 12. Oh my goodness, how close was that? Nudged the wire of double 12. I think Robert Owen thought it was in. Superb effort. It's the closest we've seen to a 9 for quite a while. Certainly this week. We've had some back-to-back 180s, but nobody followed through with nearly hitting the double 12. He has to be careful here. Well, he found double 6 last time. Finds it this time, and it ended up a very, very good 12 dart leg from Jamie Owen, but so close to the perfect leg. Although, more importantly, Jamie Kelling is back in this match. Owen just needs to stop and halt the charge of Jamie Kelling here. He is building in confidence. Averaging 94 now, Jamie Kelling. Robert Owen staying around that mid-90s area in terms of average. Where has this performance come from? His highest average yesterday was around about 85. He's averaging 10 more, well, 11 more than that at the moment. Leave a finish now, so 6 starts for Jamie Kelling at 156 to make it 3 on the spin. So for a 16-dart hold. Oh, next door, too many. Can Robert Owen punish him? Should get at least 1 dart at tops. If he misses the treble 17 for double 12, it will be 18 and tops. long, long way off. So 2 of the legs he has lost if Jamie Kelling pins the double 8, which I expect him to do. With his last start. No. Oh, what a chance this is for Robert Owen from absolutely nowhere to break through. Now this is awkward. And eventually, after giving Robert Owen so many opportunities to break through, and Robert Owen, of course, has the darts in leg 6, could well be throwing for the match here. Instead, he's throwing to stay in the match. A maximum of 2 legs remain. Robert Owen has to win both of them, or he will start his evening and his campaign to try and finish in the top 3 with a defeat. We will keep you up to speed with the table as the night progresses. Usually quite a strong area for Robert Owen, the finishing. This is incredible from Jamie Kelling. That's a 3rd max in this match. Seems to have knocked Robert Owen back a little bit. The scoring power of Kelling. And he's going to leave a double after 12. So to wrap it up, 4-2, and get off to a winning start in this Group B. Trouble 20, so 18 for ball now. Oh, what a save that is from Robert Owen. A smile from Jamie Kelling, but I can assure you it's a wry smile. 3 match darts have come and gone, and we go all the way in our opening match. Strong start of 139 for Robert Owen. He's only 27 points behind, and this is on the Kelling throw. He's staying there, he's risking it. And that's the danger. So again, a 2-treble visit from Robert Owen, and he can steal the throw in this deciding leg. And again, he's high. This time finds the perfect adjustment twice. What a 3rd dart that was, to squeeze in between darts 1 and 2. We're going to have a comeback win from Robert Owen. Or is Jamie Kelling going to find a way to win? That's a fabulous final dart from Robert Owen. Really rescued the situation. Down to 86 after 12. And the trebles are now elusive for Jamie Kelling. Treble 18, double 16 for the match. There's the treble 18. Clips the wire of double 16 next door and finds it in the bottom. And 3 match darts for Jamie Kelling. And he went oh so close to that 9 darter, didn't he? In leg 4, 180, 180, treble 20, treble 19, and just on the wire of double 12. But a great comeback win in the end for Robert Owen, and a fine leg in the decider to win it, a 15 dart breaker throw. Okay, up next, it's Rob Collins up against Matthew Dennant. Good evening and welcome back to the Online Darts Live League, brought to you exclusively on Sporty Stuff TV. Well, what a cracker that opening match was. A missed 9 darter and a comeback win for Robert Owen. Up next, match number 2 of 10 is Matty Dennant up against Rob Collins, 42 from Bognor Regis. 22 Red Dragon Dart up against 29-year-old Matthew Dennant from Walsall. Uses a 22-gram Wimble dart. Both Challenge Tour
First
winners.
leg, it's Rob to throw first.
Bookies go
Game on.
5-4 about Rob Collins, and he made a tremendous start last night. If he does the same here, there may well be some value in that 5-4.
60. 96. 100. 43.
Robert Collins came straight from working on a construction site yesterday
81.
in Hertfordshire. Drove here, managed to quickly grab a wash and change, and then went straight from here back to work.
140.
So he was rather exhausted and still played very well last night. Like I said, his opening match, he was first on against Jamie Kelling, won 4-0 with a 94 average. These two met then in the penultimate match of the night, which was around about
94.
Well, it was gone 1 a.m. Let's put it that way. And Matt Dennant won 4-2, but it was a scruffy affair.
91. Match you require 128.
Trouble 20 will leave the ball.
103.
Very close.
Rob, you
Right on the
require
wire.
86.
Single 18 would have left the ball.
42. Match you require 25.
2 8s for a break of throw. Can he use that?
17.
No is the
Rob, you
answer.
require 44.
Bit of Motown, 4 tops.
Game shot in the first leg.
A
Rob
long way off
Collins.
with his first start, wasn't he? But made that adjustment, and as an opponent in the background, you're thinking to yourself, well, that was a long way off. Please don't get it with your last start. What happens in its sails?
Second leg is Matt
a hold to throw
first. Game
from
on.
Rob Collins in leg 1. But 2 darts at the, well, 1 dart at the ball and 2 darts at double 8 for Matt Dennant to get the break of throw.
100.
Like I said, I thought there was value in this 5-4.
100. 57.
Leaving the door open here for Rob Collins to break throw.
140.
He's now 83 in front on the Dennant throw.
100. 57.
Any mistake here will be punished.
96.
Just got that feel about this match. Even after just 1 leg played,
57.
Rob Collins
Match
is
you
now
require
the
148.
8-11 favourite. Double 14.
Game shot in the second leg.
Hits the double
Matt Dennan.
14 for the 1-4-8 finish. There's the 1 treble 20. There's the second. Picks off the double 14 for a 1-4-8 finish.
Third leg is
and
Rob
a hold to throw.
First. Game on.
Well, a dart at the ball and 2 at double 8. Instead of being 1-all, he could be 2-0 up and halfway there.
100.
highest finish of the night so far.
59.
Not our highest finish of the day, of course. That belongs to Sean Fisher.
81. 100.
Our next matchup is
60.
our first look at Deta Hedman for the night. She's facing Robert Owen, who had that incredible comeback victory against Jamie Kelling in our opening match. Deta Hedman,
60.
a winner of 215 titles. Absolutely remarkable.
58. 40.
'Give or take about 205. About the same as me.
160. 100.
That leaves the two darter, and Dennant may only get one dart at the ball off this 88, where he's going to get two at double 14. He had no problem hitting it in leg 2.
74.
And again,
Rob, you require
opportunities
60.
on the Collins throw. Tops and tens, exhibition
Game
stuff.
shot in the third leg.
And
Rob
a
Collins.
20 dart hold of throw this time for Rob Collins, but again, Matthew Dennant having opportunities to break through. Should be 3-0 up.
Fourth leg, it's Matt to throw first.
Instead,
game on.
He finds himself 2-1 down.
$121.
3 darts in leg 1 for Dennan. 1 in 15 with that fabulous 148 in leg 2.
140.
And then 2 darts at double 14 in leg 3.
140. 60. 180.
That's our first of this match.
55. Matt, you require 60.
Lots of you play the 180 markets. Possible 11 darter here.
50.
A lot of you play the first 180 market. If you backed Matt Dennant, congratulations.
100. Matt, you require 10. 6. Rob, you require 146.
He's just 1 from 11 on the doubles at the moment. Matthew Dennant.
76.
Now
Matt, you require 4.
2 twos.
Game shot in the fourth leg. Matt Dennant.
That will be a sigh of relief, hitting that double 2, because it leveled things up at 2 apiece. Everything incredibly.
Fifth leg, Rob to throw first.
Gone with throw. His doubling stats is not pretty. 2 from 12, just 16.67% for Dennant. Rob Collins, much more efficient. 66.67%, 2 out of 3.
85. 100. 140.
To back 140s for Dennant.
51. 140.
140s thrice. Down to 81 after 9.
100. Matt, you require
Again.
81.
Possible chance for an 11, not now. 20 for tops.
41.
Tops after 12. Rob Collins got to stay in touch because every other opportunity
165.
Matt has had a
Matt, you
chance to
require
break
40.
through. He's fluffed his lines, and what a beautiful setup shot.
Game shot in the fifth
No
leg.
mistake
Matt
this
Dennant.
time from Matt Dennan. As we see repeat of that dart finding tops to break through for the first time.
Sixth leg is Matt to throw
Was
first. Game on.
Lovely leg of darts from Dennan. 140, 140, 140. 41 to set up tops and hits it in 1.
60.
Only starts with 60 though. Averaging 10 points
58.
more than Rob Collins at the moment. 92 the average for Dennant, 82 for Collins.
140.
It's a 7th 140 of the match for for Matt Dennant.
180.
He's certainly not going to roll over it.
57.
What a time to come up dry.
$40.
I could do with an 8th 140 here. It's a blocker. Has to move.
96.
Rescued the situation well with the treble 19 with his final dart.
99. Matt, you require 148.
Well, we know what you can do with this. He did it in leg 2, and he's not going to repeat the feat.
140.
But does find that
Rob, you
8th
require
140
124.
to leave double 4. 14 and ball for Collins to take us all the way.
99. Matt, you require 8.
Well, can Dennan close it out?
Game shot.
He
and a
certainly
match,
can.
Matt Dennant.
But it was a lot closer than those odds suggested. It was a scoreline of 4-2. A couple of missed opportunities for Dennant to make it a lot easier. But there's the numbers. 92.29 the average for Matthew Dennant. 83.39 for Rob Collins. Look at that. 8 140s for Dennant. Right, we're going to be straight back after the break with Robert Owen against Deta Hedman.
41. 26. 85. 60.
Good evening and welcome back to Sporty Stuff TV, bringing you the Online Darts Live League and the conclusion of Group B. Apologies for the short delay in getting on with this match. A few technical issues out of our control. We are back with Deta Hedman and her first match of the evening.
First leg is Robert to throw first. Game on.
Robert won this tie last night. 4-2.
76.
An 89 average. Deta averaging a very respectable 86.17. 180 from Deta. 4 from Robert Owen, who got off to a winning start tonight. A comeback win against Jamie Kelling in our opening match, winning
96.
4-3 after trailing 3-2 and facing match darts. Jamie Kelling narrowly missing double 12 for the 9.
100.
The completion of this game, everybody will have played at least one match. Robert Owen will have played 2. Currently, the table is looking like Owen 10
59.
points plus 11. Matty Dennan 8 points plus 6. Rob Collins 4 points minus 2. Remember, it's the top 3 that progress out of this Group
115.
B into tomorrow night's final, where Group A winner Robert Thornton awaits, with Group B winner Stephen Burton, and Group B runner-up Nick Fulwell is already safely through to that final tomorrow night. It will be on at the same time,
40.
10 p.m, Sporty Stuff TV. And then we've just seen Matt Dennant defeat
60.
Rob Collins 4-2. Highlight of that one, a wonderful 148 finish from Matty Dennant. Just coming home from the pub, grab yourself a cup of cocoa or a
140.
beverage of your
What would
choice.
you
Sit
require?
back
150.
and enjoy the action. Left, treble 14.
90.
Would have left 32 had he found the treble. No finish for Deta. Plenty of finishes in the 160. That can't be done in 3 darts. 166 is one of them.
42. Robert, you require 60.
2 10s
40.
on the wire.
Deta, you require 124.
Well, a 5 does not help. 62 leaves 62. Treble 10 will leave 32.
72. Robert, you require 20. Game shot in the first leg.
And
Robert
a hold
Owen.
of throw from Robert Owen gets this one underway. A disappointing start, it has to be said, for both, but this one should warm up. Been waiting a while, of course. Well, we had a few
Second leg is Deta to throw first. Game on.
tech issues. The joy of technology.
$123.
As I mentioned earlier, Deta, 215 titles picked up around the world. Won pretty much
180.
everything multiple times. Well, the world title remains elusive.
100.
Still as determined as ever. Just got to use people like Peter Wright as inspiration.
41.
He won his world title at 49.
$26. 180.
That's his second of the leg. And needs just 100 after 9 darts. 180, 41, 180.
60. Robert, you require 100.
Tops for an 11 darter. Has to go left.
60.
You can actually see from that shot there how below the horizontal Robert Owen starts sitting the board.
$60. Robert, you require 40.
Tops after 12, so a possible 13 darter. 2 10s. 2 5s.
No score.
Oh, double trouble for
Deta,
stack
you
attack
require
tonight.
132.
Just 1 from 10 on the doubles so far. She was hoping for at least a 25, which would have left 107, which would have been treble 19 and ball.
30. Robert, you require 40. Game shot in the second leg. Robert Owen.
Eventually, Robert Owen breaks throw in 17 darts. Finds the double 10.
Third leg is
2-0.
Robert to throw first. Game on.
Coming up directly after this one, Matthew Dennant and Jamie Kelling. Denning, a 2 to 5 shot.
140.
7 to 4 about Kelling.
$135. 60.
Deta just trying to cool herself down. It is incredibly warm. It's been hot all day down here, and there is very little air in that room, if any at all. It's a humid evening.
100.
Hot,
42.
hot. That's just in the comms box. Lighting in that room, it will be very, very warm. This is more like it, Deta.
140. $42. Deta, you require 126.
69 remaining. Can't quite see where that is.
70. $140.
So there is some pressure
Deta, you
on this
require
56.
56.
16 and tops for Deta. There's the single 16. 2 10s for 2-1.
Game shot on a third leg.
A
Deta
15-dart
Hedman.
leg from Deta Hedman. Gets one back. Finding the double 10 with her final dart. Robert Owen was poised. They're both mopping their brow. And it's Deta Hedman.
Fourth leg, it's Deta to throw first.
With that breaker
Game
throw.
on.
Has the dart here to level things up at 2-2.
$100.
Found her rhythm and range. Massive supporter of the Heart of Darts charity. It was raised tens and tens of thousands of pounds
100.
over the years. Charity that was
100.
set up many years ago. It improves the quality of life of those who need medical aids because of
100.
disabilities. It is a wonderful charity that I've done a fair few events with Deta over the years. I know a little bit more about it and maybe make
100.
a donation. www.heartofdarts.org.
$41.
It was
100.
a charity initially started by Joan and Ian Waller, but my mind may be playing tricks with me. I can remember Les Miller. Who's a massive figurehead in the sport of darts.
Deta, you require 101.
Also massively involved back in the day. But it is a wonderful charity.
$53. Robert, you require 160.
Many charities have struggled over the past 18 months because they've not been able to do any fundraisers. So if you do hear of a Heart of Darts fundraiser in your area, please
40.
try and support it. Deta Hedman
Deta, you require 48.
is 48 points away from levelling things up. This is a real grind. 16 for double 16.
$16. Robert, you require 120.
Single 20 for tops. This would hurt.
Game shot on a fourth
And
leg. Robert
he
Owen.
has found the 120 finish, the highest finish of the match so far. And that will be an absolute sickener for Deta. 2 darts at double
Fifth leg is
16
Robert
to
to
level
throw
things
first.
up.
Game
Did the
on.
hard work with that 15-dart break of throw in leg 3. Only to see Robert Owen take the 120 out
100.
for an 18-dart break back.
26. $82. $97. $95. $59.
So, Robert Owen
100.
closing in on a hard fought-out victory. We are now, of course, a little bit behind time because of the delay, so we'll try and push through these matches.
$81. Robert, you require 124.
110 left. Wants the ball.
99.
Did go for it. Wants to get this one done as quick as possible and get back to the much cooler practice room that the players have. Another area of our studios are all in separate rooms, of course, all in the same building.
60. Robert, you require 25.
So, double 8.
Game, shot, and a match.
And
Robert Owen.
Robert Owen eventually gets there with an 18-dart hold throw and wins that one 4-1. 2 out of 2 on the night so far for Robert Owen, and his place is safe in tomorrow night's final. 83.72 the average for Owen. 10 darts missed at doubles, but the highlight, that 120 finish that denied Deta getting it back to 2-2. Right, we're going to be straight back with Matthew Dennant against Jamie Kelling. Good evening and welcome back to the Online Darts Live League, brought to you on Sporty Stuff TV. Match number 4. Quick update first on the table. Robert Owen confirmed there, 12 points and plus 14 on the leg difference. He's safe. I think Matty Dennant's pretty safe as well. Certainly one win will make sure of that. So it's looking likely that the playoff, well, that third place is going to be between Collins, Kelling and Hedman. Massive win here if Kelling can get it against Dennan. The bookies don't think it's going to happen. Dennant's a 2-5 shot, 7-4 about Kelling. And he was impressive in parts in that win against Rob Collins a little earlier. Matthew Dennant. So it will be Matt having
first
the
leg,
darts,
it's Matt to
and
throw
he will
first.
get this one
Game on.
underway. Won this tie last night, 4-2 with an 84 average and 3 180s. 4 out of 15 on the doubles, 11 missed at a double. Still ended up with an average of around 84 and a high finish of 84.
96.
Jamie Kelling, of course, missing 3 match darts.
100.
In his match against Robert Owen.
$59.
Rob Collins and Deta Hedman to follow this one.
$93. 58. 95. 58. Match you require 170. 58.
Of course, today it was the development tour for the players under the
100.
24 and
Match you
under.
require 112.
We had a European version in Niedenhausen.
61.
And a UK one.
Jamie require
Milton Keynes.
130. 120. Match you
Very
require
close to the
51.
130 out. Dennant 19 for double 16. Double 8. He's been iffy on the doubles.
Game shot in the first leg. Matt
And
Dennan.
he left it late there, and it was a 21 dart hole to throw after Jamie Kelling missed double 5 for the 130 out.
Second leg is Jamie to throw first. Game on.
Rusty Jake Rodriguez
81.
back on the podium in the one of the European ones with Jurgen van der Velde beating Bradley Rose. In the UK, Reece Colley, who I
140.
did pick out during our broadcast this morning of the completion of Group C. He
46.
won the one title, semi-finalist in that one, a name familiar for those of you that watch the live league. Joshua Richardson, son of
60.
James, of course, and Keelan Kay, another prominent player in the live league over the past 18 months. He won the
58.
second event today, defeating Dom Taylor in the final. So a good day for Dom Taylor, 2 finals.
132. 140. 57.
Was looking for 719s to leave 36. I presume that was the general idea.
140. Match you require
conventional
112.
from Kelling. 140 to leave 36. Trouble 20 for double 16.
60. Jamie, you require 36. Game shot in the second leg. Jamie Kelling.
A 17 dart hold from Jamie Kelling is the response. Everything gone with throw so far. 1-1. And it's Dennant to throw first in leg 3.
Third leg is Matt to throw first. Game on.
Jamie Kelling and Matthew Dennant had previously met in the live league before
41.
yesterday's tie, of course. Back in May in a Group C.
100.
And it was one apiece. The opening match, Kelling was a 4-3 winner. And the next day,
121.
returned the favour, winning 4-3 with a 92.75 average.
100. 60.
Not completely settled thus far. Tends to be a bit of a slow starter at times. Matty Dennan.
45.
Hence why I felt that Rob Collins might get some out of that game, and well, there was chances for both.
134. 180. Match you require 145.
First of this match and the fourth of the night for Jamie Kelling.
129. Jamie requires 76.
Double 4 for a break of throw in 15 darts.
Game
and
shot in
he
the third
finds it.
leg. Jamie
No
Kelling.
mistake from Jamie Kelling. Just inside on the double 8. Other side of the board, pins the double 4, a 15 dart break of throw and a 2-1 lead.
Fourth leg is Jamie to throw first. Game on. $140. 58. 60. 45.
Not finding anything in this one so far. Dennant averaging 83 to Kelling's 91.
59. 58.
The dart season really does start to catch fire over the next weeks and months. We have our first European tour back, the Hungarian
140.
Darts Trophy in Budapest, 3rd to the 5th of September. And it's the always
180.
exciting World Cup. This year it's in Jena. That's from the 9th to the 12th of September, and then
52.
17th and
require
18th September,
160.
it's the Nordic Darts Masters, which will be on ITV. Myself and my colleagues covering that one. That one's in
100.
Copenhagen.
Jamie require 50.
Tops for 3-1. Tens.
30.
Dear Jamie, yeah, the frustration
Matthew
is
requires
evident.
60.
Written all across his face. Can't believe he's missed so many good opportunities tonight.
40.
Oh,
Jamie
here's another
requires
chance.
20.
His league position could be so different. Had darts to win the opening match against Rob
Game
Owen.
shot in the fourth leg. Jamie Kelling.
And he's now 3-1 up here. If he added 4 points to his current tally, he's in the mix for the third spot.
Fifth leg, it's Matt to throw first. Game on.
He produced a comeback win. Did Robert
81.
Owen in our opening match. And Matty Dennant is going to have to do something similar here.
$134. 57.
If Jamie goes on to win this match and would have hit the double in his match against Robert Owen, he would be in third position.
90.
Remember, top 3 from this group of 5
140.
progress into tomorrow night's final, where already waiting in that final is Robert Thornton, Nick Fulwell and Stephen Burton.
140. 59. Jamie require 137.
More darts as we go into October on TV. The Boyle Sports World Grand Prix, 3rd to the 9th of
47.
October. Normally, of course,
Matthew require
held at the
164.
City West, but I still believe it's being used as a COVID hospital, which I find a little bizarre, but there you go. So this
Jamie
year it's
require
at
90.
the Morningside Arena in Leicester, and there's still tickets available for that. 5-5 for the match.
Game, shot, and a match. Jamie
15
Kelling.
darter and a very tidy performance from Jamie Kelling. He did play very well against Robert Owen in that opening match of the night. Well, the averages were certainly better than that. Around about 90, I think it was, for Jamie Kelling. But we will be straight back with Rob Collins against Deta Hedman. evening and welcome back to Sporty Stuff TV for the conclusion of Group B of the Online Darts Live League. Up next, Deta Hedman against Rob Collins. Here is Rob Collins, 42 from Bognor Regis, former Challenge Tour winner. Against Deta Hedman, 61 now from Witham. Certainly looks well. Two times Winmore World Master amongst another 213 titles. Rob Collins won this one last night.
First leg, it's Deta to throw first. Game on.
4-3. Five 180s in the match. 3 to Rob, 2 to Deta.
59. 180.
We didn't have to wait long for our first one in tonight's match.
$43.
Jamie Kelling with that big 4-1 win against
60.
Matt Dennan is now into third spot on 4 points with 0 leg difference. Rob Collins on 4 points as well, but -2.
$81. 61.
Just to give you the stats from that last match, Jamie Kelling averaged 89.11 in that 4-1 win over Matty Dennant. 5 140s, 1 180, high finish of 90, and a very respectable 40% on the doubles.
74.
This is, of course, a must-win game for Rob
26.
Collins.
Rob, you require 126. $86.
Sensibly laying up as Deta's not on a finish, and he's going to have to win big. As I've said, Jamie Kelling on 4 points. And no leg difference. Rob Collins
100.
-2.
Rob, you require 40. Game shot in the first leg.
That
Rob
is
Collins.
a breaker throw from Rob Collins, a 16 darter. Gets this match going. And for Rob, it's a big game. And a game he has to win
Second leg is Rob to throw
handily.
first.
Because Jamie Kelling will be chasing him down.
140.
Matt Dennan and Robert Owen are up next. This will be the 5th time they've played this week, and Robert Owen has won them all. And that was why I did remark on the odds earlier. 4 to 5 about Owen, 10 to 11 Matty Dennan. Answers on a postcard. then Jamie Kelling will be facing Deta Hedman.
57.
Our final match, which will be a few games after that one, will be Rob Collins against Jamie Kelling. It could end up that that one is a straight shootout for that third and final spot for tomorrow night's final.
100.
Let's hope so. Nobody likes a dead rubber at 1 a.m. in the morning.
140. 100. Rob, you require 164.
One's looking at the 619s and bull.
83.
It's so many 140s, I don't get why not just stay on the 60s and try and get a 140 to leave 24. You're not going to go for the ball anyway. Even if you go the 2 treble 19s.
80. Rob, you require 81.
12 ball.
35. Deta, you require 140. 80. Rob, you require 46. Game shot in the second leg. Rob Collins.
Double 18 at the first time of asking a 17-dart holder throw, backing up the 16-dart breaker throw in leg 1. Rob Collins halfway there, 2-0 up.
Third leg is Deta to throw first. Game on. 7. 140. 48. 100.
140 and a ton. His opening gambit in leg 3. I think, like the rest of us, Deta suffering with the heat. I cannot stress enough how hot it is.
83. 100.
Outside of the playing area, of course, but it is a soundproof and airtight box that they're playing in. It's basically a TV studio, so you've got those TV studio lights, which
45. Rob, you require
so much heat.
161. 137.
Lovely setup shot. Possible 13-dart leg for Collins. 80% on the doubles so far.
Rob, you
for
require
Rob Collins,
24.
2 from 4. 180,
Game shot in the
3
third leg.
140s.
Rob Collins.
And that's a 13 dart breaker throw for the double break. And he leads 3-0. Much more comfortable than last night, that's for sure.
Fourth leg, it's Rob to throw first. Game on.
Averaging 98.02 right now.
140.
And climbing. Three out of 5 on the doubles.
$60. $58.
If he can convert this lead into a 4-0 win, Rob will move on
79.
to 6 points plus 2.
$171.
A 180 in the leg and a 171 to go with the full 140s. His average closing in on the 100.
$77. Rob, you require 132.
Another one of those leaves double 16.
92.
Great effort. But again, leaving a double after 12. Average now 101.59.
$58. Rob, you require 40. Game shot and a match. Rob Collins.
And again, converts the double and hits it in 1. And that is a 4-0 win for Rob Collins. Outstanding stuff. An average of 101.9. There you go. Just to confirm, 101.9, 180, that 171, 5 140 is 80% on the doubles. Well, I cannot remember seeing a better performance from Rob Collins in the live league, and he does move back in to 3rd position. Right, a top of the table clash up next as Matty Dennant faces off against Robert Owen. Good evening and welcome back to the Online Darts Live League, brought to you exclusively on Sporty Stuff TV. Up next, Matty Dennant currently sat in second spot in the table, as you can see, against Robert Owen, who occupies
first leg.
the top
It's
spot
Robert to throw first.
on 12
Game
points. A big game. Remember, it's the top three that progress, so Robert Owen already safe.
96.
Having played 2 matches this evening and winning both. And up against Matty Dennant, who
46.
has played Robert Owen now 4 times this week and once before on the Challenge Tour and lost all of them. Isn't it bizarre?
100.
Because statistically, there's very little between them.
57.
Some players are just your bogey players.
58.
I had one. Phil Taylor was his name.
100.
Well, truth be told, I had a few.
55. 93.
Last night's match was 4-2
60.
to Robert Owen. Averaged 92.64. Matt Dennant averaged 92.14.
139.
2 180s.
Robert, you require 132.
And it still wasn't enough.
77. Matt, you require 66.
To make the perfect start. 99.
48. Robert, you require 15. 55, sorry.
Tops to hold.
Game shot in the
Tops he
first leg.
gets.
Robert Owen.
That's a bit of a feature of these matches between these two.
Second leg, it's Matt to throw first. Game on.
Very first game of the week. When I was talking about very
96.
little between them, when I look at all my data on their matches, very first match of the week, Robert Owen won 4-3 with a 94.46 average.
100.
Matty Dennant averaged 94.78. A continuing theme.
121.
Like I say, some players you just play against and never particularly feel comfortable. And sometimes you just
85.
never, you could throw the kitchen sink at them and you just don't feel like you're going to win.
58. 100. 134.
Still, at least these boys are up there doing it and not talking about it.
100. Matt, you require 92. 49.
Oops.
Robert, you require 116.
Was just taking his eye off the ball. Trouble 19 leaves tops.
54. Matt, you require 43. 23. Robert, you require 62.
Lovely first start to leave 32.
Game shot in the second leg. Robert Owen.
Again, steps in and punishes the mistakes by Matthew Dennant. 2-0. More bad news,
Third
of
leg
course.
is Robert to throw
That was
first.
a break of
Game
throw.
on.
2-0 could soon become 3-0 in around about 15 or less starts later.
121. $125. 38. 100. 55.
Both players, well,
100.
below their best, I was about to say, as the commentator's curse is alive and well. Just meant in terms of averages, both players averaging just over 80.
78. Mark, you require 96. 56.
Surely he can't lose this one from here.
59. Mark, you require 40. 'No score. Robert, you
50
require
here
150.
Owen would hurt. And loads of messages of people
60. Mark, you
enjoying the
require
action
40.
after enjoying a night back at the darts.
20.
Great to see
Robert, you require
Gary.
90.
AKA Stick of the Dump tuning in. See you soon, pal.
Game
Double
shot in
10,
the third
and
leg.
again.
Robert Owen.
Well, I did suggest surely he can't lose it from here, and that's exactly what he's done. In absolute control of the leg, and he's now facing a 4-0 defeat head on.
Fourth leg, it's Matt to throw first. Game on. $125.
He is now a none from 10 on the doubles. Matthew Dennant.
23. 96. 120. 83. 100.
So again, a good lead for Matty Dennant as we get to
60.
the business end of the leg. Although that 60 does give Owen an opportunity.
180. Match, you require 137. 97. Robert, you require 78. 38. Matt, you require 40.
So 3 darts in hand to hold
Game
throw,
shot on the
and
fourth
Matty
leg.
Dennan
Matt
eventually gets a chalk on the board, finding tops in one, a 16 dart hold. Still lots and lots of work to do to win it from here.
Fifth leg, it's Robert to throw first. Game on. $100. 134. 123. 100.
He's going to stay, and that's why somehow finds
100.
a way to. Well, it's almost nit one, pearl one with those darts. Now he finds a way to get them in the target.
95.
Incredible skill.
$140.
38 after 12. This is the way to close a match out. And this is why he is
84.
top of
Robert,
the
you
table.
require 38.
Going straight for it.
Game shot and a match. Robert
Closes
Owen.
it out with the best leg of the match. A 13 darter sees Robert Owen over the line in a decent enough match. Lacked a little bit of quality early on. A lot of missed doubles. 10 darts missed a double for Matt Dennan on his own. 4 out of 5 though for Robert Owen. That's high quality. Right, we're going to be back with Jamie Kelling against Deta Hedman. Good morning and welcome back to the Online Darts Live League, and we are into the latter stages of Group B. Next match up is Deta Hedman. There's confirmation of the table. Jamie Kelling chasing down Rob Collins. It's going to be an interesting hour or so as we get to the end of this group. 4 more matches to bring you. Can Jamie Kelling get a win here and close the gap?
First leg, it's Deta to throw first. Game on.
Rob Collins for that 3rd spot. Another one of the matches last night that Deta was involved in that went all the way. Jamie winning 4-3.
96.
Deta averaging 83. Kelling averaging 84.46.
96.
83 average from Deta. Is still higher than the vast majority of human beings are capable of. He just wasn't good enough last night. Missed doubles, missed opportunities.
95.
Still very tidy darts from one of the game's genuine legends. 215
125.
titles. 215 more than those that feel it necessary to criticise. Read some terrible things. The internet can be a wonderful place for some things, but completely toxic for others.
$55. 140.
Those that criticise always seem to be them skinny, scruffy type of people that have achieved absolutely nothing in their life. Maybe it's just a coincidence.
121. Jamie, you require 140.
Take a ton from this point to leave tops.
100. Deta, you require 134. 26. Jamie, you require 40. 20. Deta, you require 108. 90.
Just on the inside
Jamie, you require
of the
20.
double 18 for the 108 out.
Game shot in the first leg. Jamie Kelling
finds the break of throw in 17 darts. Used the first dart as a bit of a guide. Oh,
second leg is Jamie to throw first.
Maybe not a guide, but certainly a marker dart. But it's a 17 dart break of throw all the same, and a 1-0 lead.
96. 40. 60. 81. $58.
Final three matches.
140.
Once this one is completed, is Rob Collins versus Robert Owen, Matthew Dennant versus Deta, and then Jamie Kelling
100.
versus Rob Collins. A win here for Jamie could make that tie very, very interesting indeed.
$100. $134.
Super visit.
Deta, you require
Jamie Kelling.
140.
Two treble 20s for double 10.
$100. Jamie, you require 53.
Good visit from Deta. Leaves tops just in case. And he's only going to get one dart at tops.
33. Deta, you require 40. $30. Jamie, you require 20. Game shot in the second leg. Jamie Kelling.
Well, Jamie Kelling eventually finds double 10 for the hold of throw and is halfway there already. 2-0.
Third leg, it's Deta to throw first. Game on. $60. $96. $81. $100.
Already threatening the throw of Deta Hedman in this third leg. This is more like it. Acknowledged sportingly in the background from Jamie Kelling. He is a lovely young man.
95.
Probably a little bit too nice.
$60.
A fine player, as we've seen examples of over the last couple of days and his other appearances in the live league.
96. Deta, you require 120.
Well, if this doesn't go, he needs to leave it close. Trouble 20. double top. Oof.
$60. Jamie, you require 114.
Treble 18 would have left double 20.
98.
That leaves double 8, so good pressure.
Deta, you require 60.
Single 20, and Deta will have 2 darts at tops to close the gap to just 1.
Game shot in the third leg.
Finds
Deta Hedman.
the double 10 with her final dart. Just caught the single 20 dart, and it took a deflection and dragged it away from the double, but pinned the double 10 as clean as a whistle.
Fourth leg is Jamie to throw first. Game on. $96.
This time of night won't bother Deta. Normally works full-time night shifts at the sorting office. Works long hours, 12-hour shifts, I do believe, throughout the night. And continues to try and juggle that with playing darts at the highest
32.
level available to women. And she's always done that. She has done it with some success. Her nemesis, of course, Trina Gulliver over the years in
60.
the world of ladies darts, was one of the first of the modern ladies to actually
21.
be a professional player. More could Deta have won had she had that opportunity. And a lot of people
100.
forget she, I think it was around about 6 or 7 years she retired.
$60.
As you can tell, I think she's an absolute superstar. Love her to bits, Deta.
81.
A wonderful ambassador for our game.
$60. Deta, you require 161. $59. $65. Deta, you require 102.
Trouble 20 should be the first target. And now she has options 2 or 10. Double 16 for 2-2.
70.
You'd think
Jamie, you require
she
167.
would be back unless Jamie could produce something remarkable.
41. Deta, you require 32. Game shot in the fourth leg. Deta Hedman.
Does find the double 16, a 19 dart. Break a throw, levels things up at 2-2. Deta has the darts in leg 5.
Fifth leg, it's Deta to throw first. Game on.
nil. Deta was as big as 10s.
41.
But an 18 dart hold, including a 180. And
60.
the 19 dart breaker throw has leveled things up. And Jamie Kelling is at 6s and 7s. Oh, mainly 60s.
100. 100. 140.
Only a second 180 for Deta. Take the 140 at this stage. 121 points in front.
100.
Oh, now 21 points in front, but plus these. Ton or more leaves a handy enough finish. Love a 180 to leave tops.
60. 81. Deta, you require 160. 84. Jamie, you require 160.
Another one of those for tops. Seen one today from Sean Fisher.
Game shot.
And we
fifth
see
leg.
another
Jamie
from
Kelling.
Jamie Kelling and a clenched fist. Yeah, we'll definitely take another look at that. Treble 20, treble 20, and tops. And he equals the highest
Sixth leg.
finish
It's Jamie
of the
to throw
week.
first. Game on.
Great shot, Jamie Kelling.
140. 41. 96. 78. 98.
Good thinking from Kelling. He was initially looking for 519s minimum to leave the 170. Two singles and a treble 20 though. Leaves the second highest finish.
78. Jamie require
Just at a
167.
Can he top that with a 167 and win the match?
100. 121. Jamie requires 67.
Treble 17 for double 8. 50 left. What do you fancy? Tops.
27. $81. Jamie require 40.
So tops to wrap it up for 2.
Game, shot, and a match. Jamie Kelling.
Jamie Kelling does wrap it up for 2. And he joins Rob Collins on 6 points and +2 leg difference. There's the stats, both on 81. 30% on the doubles for Kelling, 25 for Deta. Highlight of that match, of course, was that wonderful 160. Okay, we're going to take a short break, and we're going to be back with Robert Owen against Rob Collins. Good evening and, well, should I say good morning? Well, I should imagine it's still good evening somewhere around the world. Here's a look at the table. Robert Owen on top, Matt Dennan on 8 points, Colin on 6, and now Kelling on 6. Now, if Rob Collins loses this game, then it will come down to a straight shootout for that third spot between
First
Rob
leg,
Collins
it's Rob to throw first.
Jamie
Game
Kelling
on.
in our final match of the night stroke morning.
57.
Robert Owen won this tie last night 4-1.
41.
This is Robert Owen's final match of the night stroke morning.
134. 119. 100. 60. 100.
Rob Collins off to a brighter start in this one. Down to 110 after 12. No finish
40.
for Owen here.
Rob, you
Number
require
241.
110.
Trouble 18. The ball for tops.
52. 140. Rob, you require 58.
One dart left.
Game
Gonna
shot in
say,
the first
doesn't
leg.
want to
Rob
be giving
Collins.
Robert Owen a go at 101 in the mood he's been in tonight for stepping in when the leg has looked over. But that's a holder throw for Rob Collins.
Second leg is Robert to throw first. Game on.
Battle of the Bobs.
100.
Rob Collins has the
180.
highest average of the night so far. And that 4-0 win over Deta Hedman
81.
averaged 101.9. It's not the highest average of the week, of course. That belongs to James Richardson.
60.
107.36.
60. 60.
He does have some fabulous mannerisms, does Robert Collins.
60.
Wouldn't be in it good at poker, that's for sure.
60.
Back-to-back 60s.
100. Rob, you require 141.
Mega ball here.
105.
Leaves
Robert,
36.
you require 100.
Trouble 20 and tops. Top stops incoming.
80. Rob, you require 36. Game shot in the second leg. Rob Collins.
No mistake at all. A 16 dart breaker throw in leg 2. He is on a charge.
Third leg is Rob to throw first. Game on. 59.
Wins this one 4-0. I do believe the result against Jamie would be fairly irrelevant.
140.
On countback. I would have to confirm that. A 4-0 win would put Rob Collins on 8 points plus 6.
97.
And Jamie has to play Rob in the final match of the day, and he's on 6 plus 2. So yeah, the match
81.
would still be live, of course, wouldn't it? I think Rob would need just one leg.
80.
Robin Hood. Whatever happens, there is going to be something on that final match of this group.
180.
Robert Owen starts to find his mojo.
97. Robert, you require 100. 60. 128. Robert, you require 40. 30.
Oh, what a chance this
Rob,
is
you require 40.
for Rob Collins. 2 10s for 3-0.
Game shot
He's
in the
got it.
third leg. Rob Collins.
Despite the 180 from Robert Owen, it is Rob Collins who takes a 3-0 lead.
Fourth leg, it's Robert to throw first. Game on. 43. 93. 180.
180, number 2 for Robert Owen, and the third one of this match as
140.
Rob Collins chipped in with one in leg 2.
100.
Robert Owen has this insane ability to actually
100.
adjust the length of the backswing to find his way through a blocked target. It is a fairly insane
60.
ability he has. Rob Collins knows a decent visit here.
70. Robert, you require 118.
To stay in it. 18 and tops.
98.
So 98
Rob, you
for
require
Collins.
98.
Big moments in this match. There's the treble 20. Now this is awkward. The double 19. Now he can attack.
Game.
And
shot,
he
and
does
a match.
attack.
Rob Collins.
And that is a 15 darter from Rob Collins. And you can see how much that meant to him, because in the context of this league, that is huge. There's the averages, 91.09 for Rob Collins, 3.180s in the match, 2-1 to Owen. None from 6 on the darts, on the doubles for Robert Owen, 4 out of 7 for Collins. Wow, what a game that was, and what a performance from Rob Collins. Okay, up next, Deta Hedman against Matty Dennant. Good evening and welcome back to the Online Darts Live League for our penultimate match of Group B. There's an update on the table. Now, Matty Dennant has got to be a little bit careful here and needs a result just to make sure. Remember, top 3 go through. If he loses this one, and for example it was quite a heavy defeat, and Jamie Kelling defeat beats Rob Collins.
First leg, it's Matt to throw
He
first.
could find himself
Game on.
pipped at the post. He did beat Deta in this tie last night. 4-2 with a 91.48 average, 40% on the doubles, and just the 180.
$85. 85.
Needs to be absolutely switched on.
$180. Sorry. Correction, 135.
Class from Deta.
92.
As a rule, dart players are fairly honest when it comes down to that sort of thing. There is examples, of course, of some players not being honest, and a few quite surprising ones over the years. But there you go. Whatever floats your boat. I don't know how you think you're going to get away with
39.
it doing it in front of the camera, but there you go. Good
82.
last one from
Match you
Deta.
require 170. $51.
Oh, this could
Deta,
be
you require
an
104.
disaster for Dennant. Like I said, if he loses this one, he's in big trouble.
$96. Matt, you require 119.
Of course, a series of other results would have to go against him, but well, he needs 12 ball and he's chasing the
89.
treble there. Just get what you deserve, I'm afraid.
Deta, you require 8.
You're in a high-pressure match in a big situation.
Game shot in the
Shouldn't
first
be
leg.
chasing
Deta
trebles.
Hedman.
And by chasing the treble, he's denied himself a chance at the ball. It doesn't matter if you'd have got it or not. It's just about giving yourself the opportunities and playing the percentages.
Second leg is Deta to throw first. Game on.
Even more so when it's on throw.
$40. $83. $100. $59.
Even though Deta's only scored 140 in the opening 6 darts, it's not been punished by Dennan.
81. 140. 60. 140.
Two good visits back to back. 140s for Dennan, who's changed the complexion of this leg at least.
$82. Match you require 79. 59.
Caught the flight. So 138 for
Deta, you
Deta.
require 138.
Shot, of course, made famous by Keith Deller all the way back in 1983. Treble 18 for double 12.
126.
Wonderful quote
Match you
from
require 20.
Sid Waddell that Bristow played the percentages.
Game shot in the
and Deller
second leg.
did the
Matt
business.
Dennant.
That's a 16-dart break back from Matthew Dennan. It was a 16-dart breaker throw in leg one for Deta. Well,
Third leg, it's Matt to throw first. Game on.
replied in kind in the second leg, and we're back on throw.
96. 21. 58.
Sid Waddell, of course, famous for some wonderful quotes over the years. Way ahead of his time, really, in terms of commentary. One of my favourite ones. It was
140.
a reference to the late Eric Bristow, and Alexander of Macedon was 33, cried salt tears because there was no more worlds to
41.
conquer. Eric Bristow is only 27. It was a beautiful quote, and I think that was at the back end of the 84, 85, 86 run of Bristow's absolute dominance.
100.
A wonderful one. Whilst we were at the
94.
Circus Tavern when the World Championships was held there. The atmosphere is so tense. If Elvis walked in with a portion of chips, you could hear the vinegar sizzle on them. There literally is. Well, if there isn't, there should be a book of them.
80. 180. Deta, you require 160.
Beautiful max to leave. 32.
100. Matt, you require 32. Game shot in the third leg. Matt Dennant.
Much better from Dennan. The severity of the situation, well, has been taken notice of, that's for sure. Much more focused.
Fourth leg, it's Deta to throw first. Game on.
Those players averaging around 90.
96. 96. 25. 96. 95.
So a chance here. 24 points behind on the Deta Hedman throw.
85.
Is now 61 points in front.
59.
Most definitely has the darts now in this fourth leg.
57. 100. Mark, you require 167. 99.
126 for Deta.
Deta, you require 126.
Treble 19, single 19 in whichever order you like, and the ball.
$58.
Treble
Mark,
20,
you require
double
68.
4, both on 68. There's the treble 20. Can he convert?
Game
Yes,
shot in the fourth leg.
is the
Matt
answer.
Dennant.
And an 18 dart breaker throw for Dennan puts him within one of his place in tomorrow night's final. And he has
Fifth
the
leg.
darts
It's Matt
to
to
do
throw
it
first. Game on.
in this fifth leg.
$58.
Nicknamed the Scholar is Matthew Dennant. Due to his academic and university qualifications.
85. 96.
She used to practice with Matty when he was a young man. I was coming towards the end of my playing career.
96.
Used to give him a 4 or 5 hours practice a week.
46.
The evolution of Dennant has certainly taken
180.
a little longer than those that know him anticipated, that's for sure.
100. Deta, you require 140.
Very well known and respected around the West Midlands. Hotbed of darts have always, of course, produced some wonderful players over the years, including Wayne Jones and Jamie
44.
Hughes, of course, amongst many others. Ian Jones, Johnny Cosnett.
127. Deta, you
away.
require 96. Game shot in the fifth leg.
A
Deta
clinical
Hedman.
96 is making this tough going for Dennan. He needs a win here. Otherwise, everything could go a little bit peaked.
Sixth leg, it's Deta to throw first. Game on.
Deta has the darts to level things up. That was a clinical 96 finish for a 14 dart break of throw.
'81. '93.
Jason Lowe, of course, another great player from the West Midlands. I'm scratching my head now because I know there's some obvious ones that I've forgotten. Yeah, it really is a
100.
big darting county.
$100.
No surprise, really, with it being right next door to Stoke, and Staffordshire, of course, over the years have equally has produced some, well, produced probably, or in some people's opinion, including mine, the best ever to tickle tungsten.
43.
Phil Taylor.
$58.
Eric Bristow, of course, born and bred in London, but spent the vast majority of his career in Staffordshire. Also played darts for
100.
Staffordshire County.
59.
Also played for Merseyside.
41. 59. Deta, you require 136.
To take us all the way. I'm not sure Dennant's quite in the mood to take out the 132. Has had a 148 this evening. Deta's going to leave a double.
96. Matt, you require 132.
Needed the treble 19 to leave
104.
the ball. He's left double 14.
Deta, you require 40. Game shot in the sixth leg.
And
Deta Hedman.
It has taken us all the way with that double, and Dennant has the darts. This is going to be nervy.
$60.
Both players averaging 85. Pretty much around that mark through the entirety of this match.
100. 100. 100. 100.
Incredibly,
140.
since our opening match, this is the first one to go. All the way.
85.
That was our opening match, was it? Let me just double check my notes.
62.
So Matty first down to a finish, but how low can Deta go off the 216? 180 would be dreamy to leave double 18 after 12. They're both in.
140. Match you require 139. 99.
Tops. So 76.
Deta, you require 76.
We know what Deta can do with 76. Double 18 for the match.
Game, shot,
and
a
Deta
match.
finds it.
Deta Hedman.
And finishes off, by my reckoning, I'll have to check, but I think that was back-to-back 15 dart legs from Deta, and that's put Dennan in a whole heap of trouble. There are the averages, 87.08 for Deta, 2/140s, 1/180, but look at the finishing. Absolutely outstanding. 4 out of 6, 66.67%. Well, we're going to take a short break. I'm going to get my abacus out, and we're going to be back with Rob Collins against Jamie Kelling. Good evening and good morning. Keep saying good evening. It is good evening somewhere, of course. Welcome back to the final match of Group B. I just want to take a look at the table, make sure my calculations are correct. Rob Collins,
First leg is Jamie
8
to throw
plus 6.
first.
Matty
Game on.
Dennant, 8 minus 1. And this man, 6 plus
140.
2. So, Matty, for him to go through in third spot, needs
85.
Rob Collins to win this one. Any win for Jamie Kelling,
180.
and he's through. $100. 100. Some start to the match. 140, 180 ton. 81 after 9.
140. Jamie, you require 81. 37. Oh, sorry. 31. 21. Jamie require 40. Game shot in the first leg. Jamie Kelling.
And Jamie Kelling gets the job done in leg 1. A very comfortable holder throw. Puts him one leg closer to a place in Saturday's final.
Second leg is Rob to throw first. Game on.
Of Matty Dennan.
$180.
Lost to Deta. Could turn out to be
100.
Disaster. For Dennan. Looked absolutely nailed on
140.
for so long. So we know 5 of our 6 for tomorrow night's final. Robert Thornton, Stephen Burton, Nick Fulwell, this man here, Rob Collins, and of course Rob Owen.
43.
Like I said, Collins wins. It'll be Matty Dennant through with him. If Jamie Kelling wins,
100.
Matty is out.
Rob, you require 138.
And it will be Jamie Kelling in tomorrow night's final.
$82.
Rob Collins was going for the treble 8 there to leave tops.
36. Rob, you require 56.
No pressure because no finish for Jamie Kelling. Double 10 for one apiece.
36.
He will return.
$133. Rob, you require 20. No score. Jamie, you require 32.
The way he could have got any closer was if it was in. And that's clipped the wire for Kelling.
Game
That
shot
one
in the
hasn't.
second leg. Jamie Kelling.
That is an 18 dart breaker throw. More good news for Jamie Kelling. Matt Dennan must be chewing his fingernails
Third leg
right
is
now.
Jamie to throw first. Game on. $100. $100. 125.
Averaging over 100 at the moment. Jamie Kelling, as we're halfway through leg 3.
140. 60.
Only 60. In the steps, Rob Collins.
100.
Got it done with a 140. 180 here, leaves 36. And that first start is perfect.
140. Rob,
too
you require
disappointed.
161. 65. Jamie requires 76. 68. Rob, you require 96.
Trouble 17 for tops.
23.
Double 4 for
Jamie
3-0.
require 8. Game shot in the third leg. Jamie Kelling.
Kelling finds the double 4. Well, Rob Collins is rubbing his forehead. I'm pretty sure he understands that even if he loses 4-0, he's going to be on 8
Fourth leg. Rob
plus 2. Matty Dennant is on 8 minus 1. So Collins is safe.
83.
Any win for Jamie Kelling, and he
100.
goes on to 8 points and plus 3 minimum. So
140. 100.
Matty Dennant, of course, will be cheering on Rob Collins.
96. 100.
4 straight tons. 3 straight tons, my apologies, so far for Kelling in the leg.
130.
Reminiscent of the Alan Glazier era, of course, nicknamed the Ton
22.
Machine.
Rob, you require 52.
Tops then, maybe for a consolation leg.
12. 59. Rob, you require 40. 30. Jamie, you require 120.
Oh, this would be some way to close the show, wouldn't it? Trouble 20 and tops.
80. Rob, you
match
require
dart.
10.
And 1 dart to get a place. Good guide. Oh my goodness.
8 scored.
Oh, he's going to have 3 darts here to
Jamie
secure
requires
his place
40.
in
Game
the
shot
finals.
and a match. Jamie
And
Kelling.
he does just that with a 4-0 win. Congratulations to Jamie Kelling. So, well, there are the averages. Very, very good from Jamie Kelling. 92.49, 50% on the doubles, 2 140s and the 180. So, by my reckoning, tomorrow night's final, don't quote me on this, but I think I'm right. Thornton, Stephen Burton, Nick Falwell. Well, we did get a glimpse of the table there. Thanks for that to my director. Rob Collins, Robert Owen, and Jamie Kelling. And that is confirming that table. My goodness, I'm so glad I got it right, because got a bit of form for getting it wrong. Anyway, join us tomorrow night on Sporty Stuff TV from 10 p.m. We will be going live with the final. And of course, don't forget to join myself and Phil Bars around about 7 p.m. on the Online Darts YouTube channel for a review and a preview of this week's action. We'll see you tomorrow.